We actually stand for the true teachings of the Bible. This is why we're out here, to show you the true way of the scriptures. And to show you your identity in the scriptures. Because a lot of you probably didn't know who you are. You call yourself black, African, and all those things alike. Our people have suffered the worst treatment in history known to man dealing with slavery. The worst treatment known to man dealing with slavery happened to the so-called blacks and Latinos in America, in this nation that you claim to be your nation, that you claim to have love for. America brought you over here to be a slave and to be chattel, and you're nothing but a slave and chattel at this time. That's what you were brought over here to be, and that's what you are now. But we're out here to show you that no, you're actually more. Use mine. You're actually more than a slave. You're actually more than an employee. You're actually more than a hired servant. The Most High God has called you. You're the special people. You're more than Crips and Bloods and things of that nature. You're more than just a bad bee and all of the things that we call ourselves. We're more than that. It's time for us to start living and acting and behaving ourselves like we're better than what we've been portrayed as in the media. That's why we out here. Whenever you can look up and you can say, dang, when you look at a people's culture and you say all they have a part of their culture is twerk videos and gangbanging, that is a problem.
That's right.
That is a problem.
That's all we got.
What else do we got?
Us?
Yeah.
Family?
Families can't even get it together.
Whatever.
Black families fight more than any family.
We got family.
Black families fight worse than Crips and Bloods sometimes. There's no unity in a family structure. In the black and Latino, you got the woman fighting against the man, and the man fighting against the woman. That's not unity in a black community. You got the black fathers and the Latino fathers. We lead the charts in not being in our homes and raising our kids. That is a problem. It is a problem with the black and brown community that we have to fix. It is engineering. The white man has engineered a perfect plan and plot to execute wrongdoings to our people, and we're in a system that cannot be overturned unless we come together and fight against the system. You understand? We got to stop looking at each other like we enemies and fight against the real enemy. Because the crazy thing is, we fight harder to defend the white man more than we fight to defend our own.
That's right.
When it comes to defending our own, we protest peacefully. But when it comes to, I say something negative about the white man, we get called bees, hoes, all type of stuff. But it's time for us to wake up. Read that, Psalms 83.
Psalms chapter 83, verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head.
See, so our enemies come against us. A tumult is they come and make a plan to destroy us. Black and Latino people, we suffer for something called post-traumatic slavery. Post-traumatic slavery, dealing with the traumatic impact on our minds that slavery had on our people. The trauma that was done to our people. This is why we're destroyed as a nation of people. Because whenever you take somebody and make them slaves for over 200 years, approximately, right? When you make somebody a slave for that long, what is going to happen to their offspring? Their offspring is going to be mentally traumatized by that. Even if you feel like you're not mentally traumatized, you are definitely mentally traumatized. When you look at us as a whole, as a nation of people, our people still suffer from the treatment that was done those years when we was in chattel slavery. And afterwards, because we still suffer traumatic events after slavery, even up into 2016. Am I right, my brother? I'm right. We are the resemblance or the outcome of what slavery can do to a people. And it's actually quite amazing that we're still here as a people, though. Because when you think about it, to survive the travel, even the travel on those slave ships into this land, can you imagine that? Can you imagine laying in somebody else's feces? Can you imagine giving birth on those boats? Can you imagine being whooped and beaten? Can you imagine your children being taken from you? But how does that make you feel? See, the white man is crafty. Don't let mass media fool you. He'll put up one little Edomite. Oh, you see that? You see that white person? He stood up against Donald Trump. That white person was paid off.
That's right.
Come on, now you can't believe TV. Look, she rolling up her window. Some people hate the truth. But I bet you if I was a white man with a suit and tie on, everybody would be listening to me, right? I bet you if I was a newscaster, everybody would be listening to me, right? But since I don't have no credentials, right? I don't have a degree. So my word is not valid. But I'm telling you right now, all you gotta do is look around you and you can validate my word. But see, my people don't like that. My people hate that. You hate knowledge. You hate yourself. Our people hate each other. I don't hate myself. Yes, you do. Because whenever you hate your brother, you hate yourself. Look at Little Kim. Little Kim is a white woman now with blonde hair. Look at Michael Jackson. He was a white man. He bleached himself. Look at all the entertainers trying to get them straight pointy nose. You hate your nose. You hate your skin. You hate everything about yourself. But you don't even know that the white man trying to be you.
Not all of us.
There you go. Not all of us. That's right. That's right. So the ones that don't hate ourselves, what do we have to do? We have to come and unify to teach our people not to hate themselves. I love myself. I love being a so-called. I say so-called because a black man in America is a real Jew according to the Bible. But we say so-called black so you can understand. I love being called a so-called black, being a so-called black man. I love it. I love my skin. I love my sisters. I love my brothers. This is why we out here. For you. We not out here wasting our time. You want me to show you my bank account? I got $0. I ain't out here trying to get no money. I'm out here for you in the heart of the day. The sun is shining on us and we hot. We out here for our people. So that at least we hope that some of us can want to get right and fight against our enemy. Read that, finish that up.
Psalm chapter 83 verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
So they've taken crafty counsel against my people. How did they do that? Crack, gang banging, infiltrated a lot of the movements that our people had. Y'all know about the movements, the Black Panther movement. You know, the brothers that actually stood for something in the civil rights movement. But them brothers is gone. They've been killed. They've been murdered. But let's see how many of the gangs are they trying to infiltrate to stop. Because they infiltrated the Black Panthers and stopped that. But I still see Crips and Bloods killing each other. They not trying to stop that. Don't let them lie to you. They could stop it if they wanted to. But they don't care about stopping that. If it doesn't have nothing to do with the betterment of your people, they want to keep it going. Crack. It's known that the Ronald Reagan administration put crack in the communities. Y'all know about that. Look up Gary Webb. He was the one that exposed it. And you can find out that all of y'all knew that. But what are y'all doing to stop it? How many people in the Ronald Reagan administration went to jail? But I bet you I'll be wrong if I said I could give a damn about Nancy Reagan that died a few days ago. Oh, that ain't right, brother. Why would I care about somebody that her husband infiltrated my communities and put a destroying drug to destroy the minds of my people? Why would I want to mourn for that person? Why would I want to give respect to that person? Crafty counsel. This is what they've done to our people to cut us off. Finish that off.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Abortion clinics. They said, we're going to cut them off from being a nation. Abortion clinics, all in the Black and Latino communities. They tell you if you want to, they got the pill now. You can take a pill to get rid of your seed now. For the women. You see what the white man is doing? This is all schemes. Poison in the food, poison in the water. Y'all know about Flint, Michigan. This is what all this you can verify for yourself. How long do you want to keep continuing to go through this? Just because you drive a nice car doesn't mean you're equal with that man. It's like when you give your dog a bone. That's what he does. He gives us bones. He said, you know what, I'm gonna reward you. You've been a good servant. You've been a good slave. So you telling me you able, I can drive it, I got my nice car, right? I got my nice house. But what about all your other people? And you gotta ask yourself, we built America off our backs. We built America from the ground up. A nice car and a nice house, that's all you're worth? If it wasn't for you, it would be no America.
That's right.
There would be no home of the free, so-called. It wouldn't be none of that. And they talking about take the Latinos and go take them and put them back over there in Mexico. They was here before that, man.
That's right. That's right.
Cali, all of this used to be California. All of this used to be a part of Mexico. What are they saying?
That's right.
The Europeans need to go back to Europe. No, not Europe. They need to go back to Mount Seir. That's where they need to go. Because they own Europe. The white man didn't own Europe all that time. Everything you see the white man that he got, he took it.
That's right.
With force.
Yeah.
He colonized Africa.
Yeah.
Everywhere this man has gone, he's caused some bloodshed. And this is the man you want to love? I got a good white friend. How much is that good white friend helping you and your communities? Matter of fact, how much stuff do we own in our communities? All this stuff you can look around and you can verify it for yourself. This is nothing that we just making up off the top of our head. But see, our people suffer from post-traumatic slavery.
Yeah.
Post-traumatic slavery. They suffer from the traumatic events that happen because of slavery.
That's right.
And you think you don't? Oh, we're never dressed up as bees and hoes. That was something that you learned during slavery. The master, the white man, he took the women out the bar late nights and prostituted them. Now we do it freely.
Yeah.
With Nicki Minaj, Lil Kim, and all these people and entertainers that they build up in our communities. We used to have morals for ourselves. Now we do it freely. Master don't run it. Oh, you tough right now. You tough right now. You see, that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Whenever the white man can come in our communities and say that, that's a problem. We should be writing him down and whooping his ass. I'm sorry. But he ain't gonna say that. He ain't gonna get out here powered. You know why? Because the white man, he only bold when there's numbers. He only bold when he got numbers. That's what he did during slavery. You know what he did during slavery? He lynched you because it was like 20 of them and one of you. But even the playing field, oh, he ain't with that. He only as bold as his weapons can allow him to be.
That's right.
We ain't scared of a bald head. I'll slap that bald head.
Let him know.
Handprint on it. I ain't afraid of that. We ain't afraid of nothing. We fear no man but the Most High God and Yahweh Shai. That's who we fear. We come in boldness. The Most High said he gave us not a spirit of fear. We got strong. We strong. You feel what I'm saying? We are strong people. It should be given to another people. Well, who did that happen to? These are the curses. In Deuteronomy 28, you can find this. Of Israel, that the Most High God said that he would put upon his people if they disobeyed him. Was our children not given away? They took our kids. Can you imagine that? That type of trauma? That's why our people are the way we are today. Because slavery literally, can you imagine taking somebody's culture for over 400 years? We've been in America going through problems, trials. How you think you gonna act? You gonna act crazy. Aggression, depression, wanting to find happiness in drugs. This is why our people are dead. We looking for things to fill the void of what's been taken from us. That's what we're doing. But we don't have to find those things in what the white man gives you. See, the white man gives you a job and say, I'll give you money to fill the void. Money doesn't fill the void. This will. The scriptures will. You understand what I'm saying? This will. Read on.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look, and fail with the longing for them all the day long.
They scattered our homes, our families. This is out of the Bible. They did this. They took your child and sold her to a man in Virginia, and you couldn't do nothing about it.
That's right.
You couldn't do nothing about it. But we got to forgive and move on? Hell no, we don't have to forgive and move on. And we're not forgiving and moving on.
That's right.
But any revolution, before it actually starts, because this is the revolution right here.
Yes.
See, we're not out here for our help. Any revolution that has to start, all right, brother, check that information out. Any revolution that starts has to begin in the education of our people first. First, you have to educate yourself and aware yourself of the problem. Once you get the problem and understand what's the problem, now you can begin to teach other people how to go against the problem. Once you teach those people, you get enough people to rebel and understand the problem, the white man gonna have a problem on his hands. Because then that's when we gonna start to take charge. But first we need you. We need you. We need you to reclaim the lives that's been lost. We need men to fight. How many police brutality videos am I gonna see where a brother's getting beat up and nobody's helping that brother? And everybody's looking at that brother or that sister getting killed. As a people, we supposed to, you know what? Get out of the cars and fight against the police. But you know why? We scared to die. We're scared of everything. Because that's another tactic that America uses to pump fear in the black and Latino communities. Scary movies. All of that. Make you scared. From a child you get programmed to put in that slave, you had to do it in front of all the slaves. And you know what they even had? They had other fellow slaves whoop the slave that was being out of line. Because psychologically, what does that do? That teaches you, I'm better than the one that I'm whooping. I'm a please master, so I don't have to get beat. I'm going to be the one beating my own people. That shows your loyalty to the white man.
That's right.
If I'm out of line, you know what the white man going to tell you to do? You beat me. He ain't going to lift no hand. He going to say, you get a whip and you beat your brother. You get a whip and you beat your sister. That's a traumatic, that has a traumatic effect on the mind. That's why we beating each other. We holding each other down. That's why we can't get it right. Because we too busy beating on each other. Y'all know how we talk about each other in school. You old black ink spot. You old nappy head this. You old this, that.
Yeah.
But then you know what we go do? We go buy our daughter some white Barbie dolls, the blonde straight hair, right?
Yeah.
But you teach your own, you hate, that's self-hate right there. But there you go, doing slavery. That's how you know that the slavery had a lot to do with the way we think today. That's how you know. You can see the evidence of it. Gang banging, that's because of slavery. Us killing each other. What did Willie Lynch say? He said take the take the light-skinned slave versus the dark slave. Take the old slave versus the young slave. That's why the young kids don't respect the elders. That's why the elders steady pointing the finger at the young kids. Well, we gotta work together. It's no working together going on. It's just fighting each other and building each other, and taking each other down. You see? This is what the white man has done systematically to us. When are we going to say enough is enough?
Yeah.
When are we going to say we had enough? You got the power. You got the power. You don't think you got the power, huh? Because you ain't got the Benjamins in your pocket, huh? I'm going to show you. You control the money in America.
That's right.
Blacks and Latinos are the highest consumers in America. We buy up everything. Jordans, name brand. We broke as hell. We got the Jordans on. We don't got no money to pay our rent, but we gon' buy them Jordans. And you know what? Hey, I ain't got no money. I can't buy them, but I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna go steal them from my brother. So then we stealing from our people, and we not using our money correctly. All you gotta do is enough of us walk off our jobs right now. Walk off our jobs right now. How is America gonna make their money? But see, it's called breeding. They bred fear in you. You understand what I'm saying? It's time for us to get out of that now. It's time for us to come back to that truth. The kings and queens we really used to be. And stop saying we used to be kings and queens. No, you still are a king and a queen. You still are. You have that in you. You just gotta apply yourself. You want to know more? Come to our school. This is what we do. This is what we're about. The uplifting of our people, of our brothers and sisters. It don't matter your background. It don't matter who you used to be. That's why Jesus Christ came. Because we still teach Christ. He came to give you a second chance. This is what we offer. Let's get that second chance. Christ spoke of this. He spoke of war. He spoke of famine. It's time for us to get out of it now and start making something for ourselves, right? Read the next scripture. Read this right here, 25.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 25. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies.
We've been smitten before our enemies. Have you seen that? The police brutality and everything that's going on. We're still being killed by our enemies. We've still been destroyed by enemies. But they tell you never forget the Jewish Holocaust, right? The so-called Jewish Holocaust. Don't ever forget that. But you got to move on from the treatment that your people undertook, right? Are you kidding me? us. All of this belongs to us, period. Now, we don't want no 40 acres and a mule. You can have that. We want everything. We want our records. We want our documents. We want everything that you took from us. That's what we want. And we ain't going to stop at nothing to get it back. Because like I said, it's going to take a few of us, just a little bit of us to wake up. Farrakhan talking about a million-man march. I say it all the time. A million-man march, what is that going to do? Have a million men organize and call off work. Then you're going to see some change. Then you're going to see some difference. Have a million men go into the communities and start to build it up. Then you're going to see a change. Let's stop marching and we shall overcome. I'm tired of trying to be equal with the white man. He keep killing you. Actually, when we were segregated, that was the best. That was the best time when we were segregated. Because we owned our own corporations, our own doctors, we owned everything. But you keep trying to chase this empty dream that the white man has set up for you. The American dream. That's what it is. It's time for you to wake up from the dream now. It's time for you to say to hell with that dream. I want something better for my people now. The dream is actually a nightmare. This is a nightmare we in. When I wake up and there's another person that got killed. Another person that got killed. I'm scared for my life. I don't know if I'm going to get killed. You don't know if your son gonna get taken from you. They shooting little men, little dudes too, and little boys and girls of our nation. You remember that little boy that had the toy gun that they shot? Y'all remember that? They don't care about you. Why we keep trying to vote for this man? Bernie Sanders, he gonna do a difference. They showing pictures of him sitting down at a march. Are you serious? He didn't have to deal with the crack in the community. Young moms taking their money to feed their kids to go buy crack. All the kids and crack babies that was affected because of crack that was put in your communities purposely. You understand what I'm saying? And they said we got better. They said we got better. How did we get better? You ask me, we worse. Because at least we was fighting for something now. You ask so-called rappers today, they say, I'm getting this money. I'm getting this money. We too blind by money. We too blind by chasing that man's currency. Not realizing that the person that owns the dollar, his face is on it. You fighting for a man, you fighting for a bunch of dead presidents. That's who you fighting for. A bunch of white men that were your slave masters is who you fight for. But now it's time to wake up. Read that again from the top.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 25. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them.
Do y'all see this happening to us? It says we're going to go out and we're going to flee from the face of our enemies. This is what we do today. We run. We run from our enemies. They tell you it's a protest, right? It's a protest. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. The cops tell you you can protest, but you got to protest on that side. What kind of protest is that? They telling you where to walk. They telling you where to walk. They telling you where to go. You know what we do? Okay, get on the sidewalk.
You're not gonna kill me.
You said what?
You're not gonna kill me.
And that's our mentality. But you know what? We got to stop being afraid of death. You know they teach it in school. They teach you in our schools, they teach you how to be a good employee. Go to school to get a good what? No? Job. You alright? You alright? We here. Go to school to get a good job. What you tell your kids to do? Better go to school. You want to get a good job. You know what he teaches kids in their schools? Go to school. I'm going to pass this corporation to you. I'm going to pass this company to you and keep it in the family. What do we have to keep in our family? Debt. What do we have? Debt. There you go. Debt. They give you debt. That's what we have. We pass down debt, continual debt to our family and to our people. What do we pass? Gang banging. Oh, this little, I'm big whoop-de-whoop. This my little man. He gonna be so-so when he get older. So you passing the killing of your own people down to the next generation.
Social services?
Social services. All of that. They pass what? Crack. We sell crack to each other. We pass that down to our people. But we're not passing nothing that can build our people up. Right. So what is it going to take for us to start to realize, you know what? Enough is enough, man. Enough is enough. Yeah. I'm tired of it now. Right. I want to rebel. I want to fight. Joe 24, get that real quick. I want to bring out a point. This world is coming down. Don't think that America is going to last forever. It's proof right now with the currency, with the money. You think money's going to last forever? The $20 bill is not what it used to be 20 years ago. Period. Your money is losing its value through what is called inflation. Because they're printing, when you print money, if you know anything about the currency in America, right? It was usually backed behind some type of gold or some type of a thing of value. You understand? It was a promissory note. That's what it was. But now, when the Federal Reserve took over, guess what they did? They said, you know what? We don't need any backing no more. We're just going to continue to print money, print money. Well, if you do that, you print too much of the money, there's not enough value behind the money anymore. So guess what? Don't be surprised 50 years from now when $100 bills is floating around in the street, because there's no value behind your money. So now you're chasing an endless dream, trying to chase money in America. Money in America is not going to last forever. You know, when you go to the bank and you put your little $20 in the bank, you know they use your money to give to other people. This is why the economy crashes and the banks crash, because there's not enough. Like if you go to the bank and you have so much money in the bank, there's only so much that you can be allowed to take out of your money. Why? Because they use your money to give it to somebody else. That's telling you that your money is not yours. You put your money in these banks, they pimping you. You take out these loans, they make money off of you through interest and all of that. The white man is doing all of this, taking over your money, taking over your life, and you think that money is going to be the one to save you. Get rich or die trying, right? But there is no get rich or die trying, because there is no such thing as money. You make money what it is. You make money what it is. You make the value. If you say, I don't want $100 bills no more, it's no more value in that. The value is not money. The value is you. You are the chattel. You are the value. You are. The money doesn't mean anything. They need you. And when you realize that they actually need you, that's when we're going to come together as a people. Yeah, read that.
Jeremiah chapter 9 verse 24. Well, let them that glory in this, that he understands.
I'm sorry, Job 9:24. Job 9:24. Get that. Job 9:24. Because this is a point that I want to establish with my people. Read that. You got it.
Job chapter 9 verse 24.
Now pay attention to this, everybody. Read.
The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
Now the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Watch this. You know why else is given into the hands of the wicked? Because you know what they teach amongst the black and Latino communities? It's wicked whenever you start division in our communities. When you start division, you know what the cops used to do? The cops used to go do the drive-by shootings and then blame it on the neighborhood, the other neighborhood. Come on, let's be real. They did this to our people. That's wickedness. You know, our women, they used to have some type of worth to themselves. They wasn't out here showing their bodies and all of that. They had some type of value to themselves. Our young men, we have some type of value to ourselves. But it's wicked whenever you reverse that in a nation of people. When another nation comes and reverse that and cause evil in your community, that's wickedness. And the Most High will repay them for that wickedness. I guarantee that. Because before, you remember when the black woman and the black man, we used to be one with each other? We used to work together? You remember that? How much of that is going on today? None. It's rare. Watch this. I don't need no nigga. I don't need no B. And then we listen to music that glorifies that. That's all set up by who? Who? Satan, the synagogues of Satan. These so-called Jewish families. Who owns entertainment in Hollywood? Who teaches you that you a bad B? Who teaches you that? Who gives these rappers and all these people? You know what they used to call, sister, you know what they used to call you back in slavery? They used to say, go get my wench. Go get my B. And you know what we call each other now? Bitches and hoes. So it's slavery. It's still slavery. Now we do it willingly. There you go. We do it willingly without us even knowing. And then you know what? sisters like you, brothers like me, we look at each other like, man, I don't need no female, I don't need no nigga, but we supposed to come together. Yeah, that's not how we feel, but our people feel like that. You see what I'm saying? We do, definitely. But now, the question would be, you right on the money with that. We need each other spiritually, but what spirit? Because you got a lot of different, there you go. There you go. Because you got a lot of our people, you're right, you got a lot of our people that are in too many different religions and denominations. There's never going to be unity until we sit down and we find out what is going to work for our people. And this Bible is going to work for our people. Yeah, there you go. Right? Right. Right. And that's right. But now let me tell you who you are. What's your nationality? Black, right? And you know what? And that's what happened during slavery. We call ourselves black, which is a color. You're not black. Right. We're human, but now let's get even more deeper because everybody has a nation of people where they come from. The Chinese, they can go to China. The Africans, they can go back to Africa. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Jamaica, you know, all of that. People can say, but black and Latino people. Right. Right. This is who you are right here. Can you see that? This is who you are right here. You are the lost tribes of Israel. Give me Deuteronomy 7:6. You're the holy people. You're the people that the Bible talks about. The Bible's not for everybody. The Bible's only for one group of people, and that's you.
That's right.
And I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. If you don't believe it, I'll show you right now. I'm going to show you. Huh? Right. Now, you do. But now, Christ came and died for one group of people, and that was for the Israelites, according to the Bible. Watch this. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
He called out everybody to be a special people to himself.
Called on thee to be a special people unto himself. Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
He said, I called you to be above all people on the face of the earth. This is in the Bible. Give me Psalms 147. He said, I called you. That's why they took your name from you. What they don't tell you is, I don't have a lot of time, but the next brother, he probably can go into it, but if I have some time, I will go into the history of how they actually were taking Jews into slavery. I'm going to let the next brother come up, but let me read this last one. Last scripture, all right?
Psalm chapter 147, verse 19.
Go ahead.
He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
It says he shows his word unto Jacob, his statutes and judgments unto Israel. For your own time, when you have a chance, go look up their history. There were actually Jews that they were taken into slavery. You understand? That we were, and they took our name from us. That's why the Jewish community, anytime you add a suffix ish to it, it means you're not originally from there or that. So if I say you're childish, that doesn't mean you're a child. That means you're acting childlike. Jewish, you're acting Jewish. They stole that from us. They stole, and they know they stole the name from us. And the Bible tells you that. You are the Jew. The Jews are black. The Jews are brown. The Jews are people of color. And now it's time for us to take our nationality back. And with that, I say shalom.